Hi guys. So today I'm going to talk about how to stop having expectations on others, what we think they need to be doing for us. Because as a woman, we're givers, we're people that want to help and share and love. So it's super easy for us to have expectation and to also wait for the love that we give to be received back in the same amount. So today I'm going to talk about how to stop having expectations on people and be able to live a more like free flowing easy life. So first of all, I want to mention that I have my own business. I do numerology reading, so I will put the link in my bio. Numerology is a tool to get to know yourself on a deeper level, to be able to know clearly where we want to be, and numerology is a really great tool to know what you're supposed to do, who you are, and what do you need to still like work on to be able to achieve your highest self and where we want to be in life. So let's start. Expectations in relationship, in friendship, with your family, with your mom, with your dad. First of all, our reality is just a reflection of who we are inside of us. So every person that is in your life is just a mirror of who you are, and some can reflect super great things about yourself and some can reflect wounds inside of yourself, but those who reflect your wounds are the people that trigger you the most to be a best version of yourself and to achieve the life that you want, because they're triggering something. So expectation is coming from a place inside of us that think that we need to do more to be accepted, to do more to be loved. So the expectations that we place on others stem from us, it stems from inside of ourselves. What expectations are you placing on yourself every day? How do you talk to yourself? How do you treat yourself? Do you follow your words? Do you follow your routine? Are you consistent with everything that you are doing? The expectations is the amount of stress that we're actually putting on ourselves, and this kind of like aggressiveness that we have towards ourselves to be better and to do better and to follow our words. So expectations is like a strict energy that we have within ourselves that also stems from the way that we were raised and the way that our parents were talking to us and placing their expectations on us. So we kind of created these expectations for people in our reality because we don't think that deep down we are enough. So we need to put expectations. And when people are not respecting them, we get mad at them. But the only person that we're getting mad at is ourselves. So why do we put expectations? It's just unmet needs within ourselves. It's just all this love and this care that we want from others. We actually want it for ourselves. And are we listening to our words? Are we following through our routines? Are we staying consistent with what we say that we want to stay consistent with? Are we following our purpose and our passion and our dream and what we like to do? So the expectations are more about ourselves than it is about others and what we think they need to do for us. It's what we think we need to do for ourselves. So then we just reflect it on other people by saying that this person let us down or this person didn't met our needs. So people that are in our reality, they don't have needs to meet if we are meeting them within ourselves. They're just like a part of our living dream simulation, but they're not us, they're not you. So these people are adding to your life. They're not the center of your life. You are the center of your life, the center of this universe, your dream, your universe. So That's why we actually put expectations on others, because we're just reflecting the expectations that we have towards ourselves, and how strong and how strict we are within ourselves. So we put this strict energy and this rude energy onto other people. So how to stop having expectations for others? What I've noticed is that my mind starts racing when I'm not actually putting my 100% energy onto myself and my dreams. I get into the past a lot when I'm not centered in my own space, in my own being, and where I want to be. So I would say that when you are in your 20s, relationship can be a distraction if you want to achieve big things in life, in a sense where they can be a distraction from where you put your focus and your energy on. So to stop having expectations on other, it will always be to go back into yourself, to go back into what you like, into what brings you joy, and what you want to create for your life. You will not have expectations on others if you're totally focused on yourself and on your dreams. So I know it's easy to say and can be more difficult to do, but for me, that's the thing that have helped me to stop having expectations on others, is when I'm totally into my craft and what I want for my life, and into the realization of my dream, which one of it is being the best version of myself in every way that I can be. So it would be to just refocus on yourself all of the time, to just take your mind out of this, oh, why this person did this to me, or what this person didn't do to me, blah blah blah, and just take it all back into yourself. What can help you to just, stop having expectations and just seeing people for what they are, it's just by making a list of actually what you want out of your life. And also in a relationship, if this person is not meeting the relationship that you would want to have, then there is no need to put expectations on them, because they're not meeting your expectations in your reality, so they will never meet them if they're not what you want. So make a list about what you want out of your life, and also what you want out of a relationship, of a romantic or a friendship. And if this person is not meeting your list, all of the point that you have wrote, then there is no need to put expectations on them. So to also stop putting expectation, it will be to cultivate this awareness of seeing things for what they truly are. So bringing more lucidity in your life, in your environment, in your relationship, and really seeing things for what they are and not what you want them to be. So taking the mask out of everything in your life and just be totally honest and kind of rational, in that sense of rationality and honesty within yourself, and to stop lying to yourself about, is this person like an illusion, or just what I see is what he is. So it will be to bring awareness and lucidity into your life. So with that, it will be a good start to stop putting expectations on people. And also another thing that I did to stop having expectations and create this illusion around people, is to identify the people that you're meeting with a color. Okay, so some people that I meet, I associate them with the color red, and the color red is associated with passion, anger, charisma, and this sexual energy. So when I meet people, I feel their energy and I identify which type of person that they are. And if I want to attract a blue person, and the person that I'm meeting is a red person, okay, with the description that I've just said, then I will not have expectations on them, because I know exactly what their energy feels like. So for me to also stop putting expectations on relationship is to just classify people with their own energy and what colors they give me. If they're giving me this red energy, oh, then I know what red feels like, because I've met red people. Then I will not have any expectations on them, because I know their level of awareness and example, I meet a blue person, and the blue is like the throat chakra, and the blue is all about like expression and intuition and being more in tune with your emotion. Then this blue person, I know that they have a level of awareness that is more close to mine. So then, not creating those expectations or anything, but I know that this person can match to me. So I would say to meet people and be able to like feel their energy and identify in which category you want to place them. Like I just place them with like colors and energy, but you can do it like the way that you want to do it. You don't need to use color or anything. But when you see people for what they truly really are and you feel their energy, then there is no expectations to have, because they have just shown you who they are. So there is like no need to wait for something from them if you can identify their energy. By just growing up and meeting people, now I understand what is closer to my level of awareness instead of someone else that is not in that level of awareness. So it's more easy to classify and to be like, okay, yeah, this person, or okay, no, this person, because we just don't match on a level of awareness. So yeah, for me to classify into colors and energy and to bring more lucidity into my relationship and my life, and to sincerely and actually ask yourself, do I see myself being with this person, yes or no, or they are matched to my own level of consciousness, yes or no, and are they the person that they're showing me and that actually want the same thing as me, or are they still like in their energy of like playing around or whatever. So yeah, classifying people with their energy and colors as I'm doing in general in life, and to bring this lucidity into my world, into relationship of like they're exactly what they're giving me. They're not more than what they're giving me in the present moment, because they like then they would, you know. So actually stop being so much in your head and asking questions and just seeing things for what they are. So stop lying to yourself in a way. And last thing would be to actually ask yourself, do I see this person playing a role into my universe, into my life? Yes or no? Will this person bring something to me that can make me closer to my dream, or can support me, or can navigate this reality with you? So it will also to be clear and honest about, do I actually see this person entering my life, taking a place into my life? And the second that someone is making you feel some sort of like anxiety or stress, then they're not supposed to be there, because you start from a point where you want to have peace into your experience, then this person is not bringing you peace. So you have your answer as if this person is supposed to be in your reality. So it will be to also be fully honest. Do I actually see this person taking a place, taking a part of my play, of my universe, of my reality? Like, do I see this person being there? Do they have like values that are similar as mine? And if it's a no, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that like they're just not supposed to be in your reality, and that's fine. So it will also be to ask yourself, like, do I really genuinely see this person taking a place into my reality for a long time? Because we don't realize it, but times is moving so fast, and time is not waiting for anyone. So the more that you're pushing the things that you're supposed to be, or the more that you're accepting things that are not supposed to be there, you're you're making yourself kind of like break stop from where you're supposed to be, because you're kind of like taking yourself along, but not with a precise decision or lucidity. So by knowing that like time is really moving fast, and where do you want to put your time and your energy on, and do this person like is, and if like a person is creating like so much anxiety, stress into like your universe, then you need to ask yourself, do this person really needs to take your place? Because time is still gonna move. Time is not waiting for anyone. It's super like egoistic if we think about it like that. So you also need to be like that. You also need to put all of your focus onto yourself and what you actually want, and stop expecting, because you're kind of living a life where you take yourself along the way instead of really being there and really anchoring into your space, into your spirit, and driving your life as like the main character. Because when you're driving things along the way that you're not really happy with, then you're not like the main character of your universe, because you're letting other people driving the car unconsciously. But you're the only one in your reality that have the full power, if you're able to take your power back, and to take your power back from all of these relationship that don't make sense in your life. So would be my take on how to stop having expectations on other people and how to fully take your power back. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you guys want me to talk about a specific subject, you can just put it in the comments and I'm gonna make a video about it. So goodbye.